Peace. You're locked into another episode of the Black Ball Sports Podcast. Got Sam Ant in the building today. Our resident commanders. How you feeling?
Feeling good, brother. Chilling, man. Long ass fucking weekend, man. I'm glad to finally have a little bit of break, talk some ball with you. Get into some of these wild ass titles you've been dropping on the platform last couple of days, man. We're gonna have some fun, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it first before we get into some of the bitching and moaning. Some of the commanders, the coaches, the players. That's how do you feel about the game, man? Give us your breakdown, the outlook.
Real quick. It went about exactly how I thought, to be honest with you.
You did call it. You called it.
It was tough, man, because where I was at, like I was like the last 2 days have been a blur. I ain't been on social media. I ain't really been able to do much, but I did have on the game. I was watching it. I liked what I seen out of the young players. That's really what I was looking for, seeing what the young players are going to do. I seen Jordan McGee flash a little bit. I seen Jacory Krosky-Merritt flash a little bit. It sucks that Jalen Lane got hurt because he was really doing this thing in the kickoff, and he's on IR right now. I mean, go figure. That's the story of our fucking season. But I was looking for some young players. I was looking for some life. I was looking for some juice, and for the most part, we got it, right? Once Josh Johnson came into the game, I believe sometime in the third quarter, I'm not going to lie, bro, I looked at it as a bona fide preseason game on our behalf, and what I mean by that is I wasn't going to see shit positive. I wasn't going to see anything on that field offensively positive because I know exactly who Josh Johnson is. He's a bona fide bum. So after that, it didn't matter what the score was. It didn't matter where we were at in the game. And at that point, I was like, all right, I'm already as busy as it is. I'm going to go ahead and lick my wounds and turn this game off. But what I say, 27-21, it ended up being 29-18 or 19 or something like that. So it went about exactly how I thought it would.
Yeah. I was a little frustrated early on because I'm like, man, put these fucking bums away. Like, they don't really have nothing. Like, besides, they're going to come out with a little bit of juice. But besides that, they don't have much. We made a few mistakes. I'm like, why the hell is Adoree on Terry?
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah, and he just burned him like the first time. I'm like, all right. Then I guess they fixed it after that. He's not as good as we thought he was, yo. Even though in the NFL, it's just like one step, but one step is caught.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But nevertheless, he I think you guys played as well as you could play, especially with a backup. The guys just don't have the talent with the injuries. It's just not there. I will say though, man, I think your coach is an asshole. And not even because like the ending and shit, but like, first of all, you concede in the game early on, right? I don't know if you watched the ending of the game or whatever, but it was like a couple fourth down, maybe fourth and whatever's. And he punched the football. But then towards the end of the game, you're trying to kick onside kicks, you calling timeouts and shit. And you're mad about the Eagles going for two. Like, are you conceding or what? Because that's what I said. As soon as y'all kicked it, I'm like, all right, they quit. Then all of a sudden, now we doing onside kicks, and we're trying to call timeouts with no time left. And then you mad at like this is what we do. We coming to stomp you. Last year, you had the walk-off touchdown. That was probably one of Jayden Daniels' best games ever. Even though you had like all those turnovers, he had the walk-off touchdown. Y'all did y'all thing, right? Y'all was happy. Y'all was dancing around. Y'all came back in the NFC Championship spot. It was a big spot for y'all. We ran up the score on y'all. That's what we do. Nobody said nothing about Detroit doing it and these other teams that do it. And I didn't even look at it like that. I didn't understand why he went for two. People saying, oh, it's been a 3-point game or whatever the case may be, a 3-touchdown game. The game was over, man, at the end of the day. I didn't take it as disrespect when the Eagles did it. Did you?
No. I think now I'll be on record to say I think Nick Sirianni's an asshole. I do. I don't like the dude. But look at that Green Bay Chicago game. When Green Bay was up, they get an onside kick, they come back, and Chicago steals that game in overtime. Look at other games that happened yesterday throughout the day, and there were comebacks. You know what I mean? And in this season, the way this season has worked out, no lead is safe. Now, granted, a lead is pretty safe when you got Josh Johnson you're going against. That the dude is an absolute bum, right? So I don't think that there was much concern. I don't think that y'all had to go for two, but I understand his logic, right? On the top of the fact that, let me say this, even if it wasn't strategic, even if it was a disrespectful act, we're rivals, right? And when you're rivals, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We look at each other as rivals. We don't like each other as teams. Last year, we went to the brink NFC Championship game, 60 minutes away from going to the Super Bowl. We lost in tragic fashion. So there's some bad blood there. So I'm not mad at even if he went for 2. Stop the shit, right? And we didn't. So, but I'm gonna give a little pushback because I don't disagree with anything you're saying, right? As far as the game plan is concerned, because I understand why he didn't go for 4th downs, even though I would have liked to see him go for 4th downs because Josh Johnson's a bum. But then at the end of it, why are we if we're either going to concede or we're going to fight, right? And I think that there was a lot of confusion even on Dan Quinn's part. He was he was playing that hypocritical shit like he didn't know what to fucking do, right? So
I heard your boy say he didn't want to get blown out.
Who that?
I don't know how to put it. What Louis Terry, I heard him talking about it. He was saying he just didn't want to get blown out.
Shout out to Louis T.
If you miss those 4th down conversions, you're probably scoring. Who knows? And it's a bigger league instead of punting it away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I think that's it. And he might be correct, but Louis T thinks he got a psychology degree, and sometimes he's wrong too.
Yeah, true.
But that being said, like the vibe of the game from a fan's perspective, I'd rather seen a 29-18 score than a 40-17 score. You know what I'm saying? But as a head coach, you can't think like that. As a head coach, you got to believe in what you got out there, and you got to fight to the end. But at the end of the day, we were dead in the water, man. And I think that unfortunately the coach knew that. Very, very strange on how he called the game toward the end. But man, I'm still going to rock with Dan Quinn. Right now, I look at it like this, man. In the UFC terms, you know I'm a big UFC fan. It's 1-1. We got Dan Quinn is in a 3-round fight for his job, right? He won round 1 last year. He lost the shit out of round 2. He got one more year next year to see if he can pull this out, to see if he can save his job, because this year's ugly. It doesn't look good. A lot of questionable coaching decisions as far as time management, things like that early on. Defense is historically bad. He's answering tough questions and he's giving weird answers. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt this year, but next year he has to show me something or it's adios in that regard.
Right.
But even what he said about, and I see my man DRZ Sports, he said, what'd he say? See you in 2 weeks. I thought that shit was as cringe as you can get. I almost threw up when I heard that. Like I really did. I almost threw up when I heard this shit. But at the same time, it's like, all right, these are grown men out there. They have pride in themselves. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody want to sit there and get their ass kicked. And if you get your ass kicked, you're going to say, all right, I'm going to see you again. Even if I'm bloodied, fucked up, and I know I may lose, I'm going to see you again because men have pride. So though from a fan's perspective, that shit made me want to throw up, that was his way of just, I guess, saving face, man. It sucks to lose. It does. And it's been bad all year.
Yeah, DRZ, he said we went for 2 because Jake Elliott is absolutely. I think Jake Elliott missed like 3 field goals.
Yeah.
In that game, if I'm not mistaken. He's playing bad right now. I don't know if that's the reason. Maybe whatever the I think Nick Sirianni did do a press conference. I don't know if he even talked about that today. But like the see you in 2 weeks thing is like, dog, we probably not be playing our starters in 2 weeks. We might not be.
And who the hell are we going to put on the field to fight anybody?
Right.
Who are we putting on the field to fight anybody?
And it was even Bobby Wagner thought it was disrespectful. We went for 2.
I'm not mad at him for saying that because one, man, a lot of people have been giving Bobby Wagner shit. That man played his ass off on Saturday, man. Like he was the best player on our field on Saturday, hitting, sticking, you know what I mean? Nothing was getting by him. I was loving Bobby's game. And then you talking about a man with I remember he was mic'd up last year in the the wild card game against the Tampa Bay Bucks, and they chose to receive, if I'm not mistaken. And he said that was disrespectful. So he just looks at certain things in the game as disrespect or this or that. But he's a competitor, man. I'm not mad at that player for saying what he said. I didn't take it as disrespect. I didn't take it as a slap in the face. And if you did, fucking stop him. You couldn't be, and I think he said that. I didn't watch that press conference, but you're well within your right to stop him.
He did.
You're well within your right to stop him.
He did. And I think Terry probably gave the most mature. I did see what he said. He was just kind of like, and it's the rivalry, whatever the case may be. You know, got to stop him.
Got to stop him.
You know? But yeah, absolutely respect Wagner because I always like his demeanor. You know, and then people were kind of bringing up Joe Witt Jr. People were bringing how last year they said that if he wants to run like a running back, we're going to hit him like a running back. But this nature of this rivalry. This is the way that you guys, if they would have beat us, they would have been saying how we lost to a third string quarterback. How Jalen Hurts is this, how Jalen Hurts is that. That's just the shit talk that comes with this shit at the end of the day. That's just what comes with it. Mm-hmm. You know, we even see the Cowboys fans, you know, oh, I can't wait till a couple weeks to out the playoffs. And I'm sure people are waiting for us to fail. That's if y'all were in the playoffs, we waiting for y'all to fail. It's the same shit.
I can't wait for y'all to fail. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. This y'all team couldn't be the one to do it, but it don't matter because at the end of the day, if they out, you're gonna still dance in that grave, right?
You damn right. I'm the crip walk on that shit.
You know,
but now, man, let me get to this real quick because after the game, right? Like I said, I was crazy busy. Until the victors go to spoils, right? Like the shit talking and stuff, I'm cool. But you said one thing, and I'm sitting here like, I can't wait to talk to Cuz about this. You dropped the video yesterday. You said the Eagles, what you say, Commanders fans and coaches are crying, and they got exactly what they deserve. Nigga, what I do?
No, I know it wasn't you.
I'm like,
that's the thing. Nah, I know it wasn't you. The reason I said that because you don't always go with the same narrative as the Commanders fans. So I figure you might have a different, perspective. If not, I mean, it is what it is. But I forgot how fucking annoying y'all was. Like, y'all have been quiet pretty much all year. But I remember last year, the whole year, even up until the championship week, y'all was talking so much shit. And I just got reminded of that shit again. Like, I was trying to be humble. But I'm like, fuck, y'all deserve everything y'all get. I said, excluding the injuries, I'm never going to wish an injury on nobody. Even though your boy JP Finley, I seen him comment like, I wish Louva goes over the top on the tush push. I'm like, really? That's what we saying. The other guy, Grant Paulson, I think his name is. This guy, y'all complaining about penalties and shit like that. Like, come on, dog.
Grant Paulson should work for WIP, dog. He is Washington's version of WIP. I crush that dude on a daily. I am a JP Finley fan because I believe JP Finley is genuinely a fan of the team. He covers the team. I met him a few times. That's a good dude. I'm not a Grant Paulson fan at all. And I don't want to see Frankie Louva do a damn thing but tackle. He did a good job at that. And I don't want to see him jumping over shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. He put DRZ Motorsport. Some Commanders fans were making memes about Hurst's concussion last season on a dirty hit from Lucy. Oh, he must talking about Frankie Doodoo.
He's talking about Louva.
Yeah. But that shit boiled my blood. I'll take Giants fans over commie fan. Yo, I'm telling you, man, if I had to really do the toss up, I will probably say Commanders, they all about even the obnoxiousness. The Commanders, Giants, and Cowboys. It just depends on who's winning. If they won, if they beat your team. But last year, the Commanders took that spot. My whole timeline was flooded. Even the last couple of days has been flooded. That's why I made the video. I'm like, oh, hell. And I woke up to all this bitching and crying and complaining. Like, really? Y'all really wanted the game? Either you asked or you not. You really thought you was going to win this game? It wasn't in the cards for y'all. Even if Mariota would have stayed in, I think we still win the game. My opinion. But
yeah, I said that too.
Right.
The game went exactly how I thought it would go. We were going to keep it close. I thought that we would have a lead late and he would make a terrible mistake and y'all would go ahead and take care of business. It didn't end like that, but it ended exactly how I thought. Josh Johnson made it unwatchable for me. That's all he did. He made it unwatchable. I couldn't watch it after that, but I already knew the outcome of the game.
Yeah. That's when Josh Johnson came, I was like, it's over.
Oh my Lord. Oh,
but then a part of me's like, yeah, they better not let this motherfucker dash us out.
Nah, it was impossible. I knew you probably thought that him running in and he could look the part. The brother got the swag. He looked the part until he threw it right in the back of fucking Biadish's head. And I'm like, oh Lord, this is over. I turned that shit off. I said, yeah, it's over. I'm not watching that.
Yeah. But I mean, look, it is, it's one of those games, man. Again, like I said, I was pissed off early on. I thought we played with our food a little bit too much. You guys just don't have the talent, especially in the back end of that defense. It's just not there, and it's going to take some time, I think, to build it up, in the next couple of seasons and whatnot. But of course, you're a way competitive team when you have full strength. Yeah. You are now way more competitive. So, that is what it is, man. Well, I wonder, was there anything else? I think that was pretty much it from that. It's just water under the bridge, though, at the end of the day. I mean, it's just one of those weeks. We got to keep moving forward. We got the Buffalo Bills. You guys play Cowboys on Christmas.
That's going to ruin my damn Christmas.
Yeah, that sucks. What that game could have been to what it is now.
It's going, and it's going to look bad because I don't know what the attendance is going to look like. ain't nobody gonna come out there in the cold watch Josh Johnson play quarterback. Like I'm telling you now, like that shit ain't happening. So it's just a nasty year all around. I know they signed Dan Driscoll or something Driscoll. They had him on their team last year as a third string quarterback. It don't matter who the hell's gonna go out there. Should have had Driscoll instead of fucking Josh Johnson to begin with. That's another story for another damn day. Josh Johnson should have never even made our football team. Sam Hartman should have never made our football team, but I don't think they ever thought that they would have to go down to their third quarterback. I bet you they won't do that next year.
Exactly. Josh Johnson should never be on the field.
Hell no.
Ever. You know. But kind of moving forward a little bit. We went off for a second. What the hell is up with y'all and Treylon? Y'all really gonna get Treylon Burks? Because he made a little catch over the middle. I mean, he's an NFL wide receiver. I'm hearing y'all talking about bringing Treylon Burks back. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm not mad at bringing Treylon Burks back, but that man is not our second receiver. He might not even be our third receiver. He cannot be the answer at our second option as wide receiver. If we bring Treylon back, I'm not mad because when you look at what we got now, it's absolute filth. And we're not going to fill that room again in 1 year. But I'm not on the Treylon Burks train. He's a number one. Oh, look at this, look at that. I'm like, bro, listen. This man has 2 career touchdowns. 2. He's a big receiver. He has a lot of upside. I'm not mad at them for having him, but to think that he's a 2 or 3 is crazy. I'm not saying he can't be on our roster, but he can't be a focal point starter. Okay, this is our number 1, number 2. Now get the fuck out of here. We need to go get wide receivers. In the draft, free agency, both. We need wide receiver help. And I don't think, and let me do this because I've been back and forth on Debo for a couple weeks now. He's not the answer, man. He's not the answer. Unless we give him, unless he takes a favorable deal to where we're not paying him anything crazy. If he's looking to get paid, go get paid somewhere else. If you want 12, 13 million, 11, 12 million, all right, we could do that for that. But anything outside of that, I'm not bringing him back. I think that experiment ran its course. I'm not mad at Debo, but I think it ran its course.
Yeah, I think that's over with. I mean, he made a couple catches or whatever the case may be, but he's not the same player. He's just not. He's losing a step. He's not bad, obviously. He still can make catches, but he's more of a manufactured touch guy. He did make a couple catches over the middle though, but most of the stuff is screens. I think they say he leads the NFL in screen passes, and he's not getting past anybody with those screens. I don't know. I think San Francisco was like the perfect situation with the coaching and the way they schemed him, over there. For y'all, I just feel for y'all offense, I need more explosiveness, man. Way more explosiveness outside of Terry. There's not really much of it.
Yep. We need an explosive tight end to attack linebackers. We need another wide receiver on the other side of Terry. I think that as much as we love, who was I going to say? As much as we love Terry, as much as we love Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt as a fan base, we need a home run hitter in the backfield. We need some pieces. What did DR Sport say?
Should have never let Dotson walk. Yeah, Dotson good, bro.
Dotson wasn't shown. The thing with Dotson was it was never about his talent, man. His mindset wasn't there. He wasn't trying to block. He couldn't get off a press. He just wasn't playing physical enough. I mean, and let me ask you this, because now he's been on your team just as much as he's been on ours. What's your thoughts on Jahan Dotson? What are they talking about with him? I know he doesn't get opportunities because of the talent on the field, but what are people saying about him on y'all?
Not really much. There's nothing negative though.
Right.
Pretty much anytime his number's called, he answers, and it's not much, but he's not dropping anything. I would love to see them go to him more. I think he caught a touchdown, but it got called back 2 times. No, he caught a touchdown against y'all this week. It got called back, and it would have been a touchdown against the Chargers, but it got obviously intercepted. But every time his number's called on, I think that he's playing very well for us. He just don't get a lot. He might get 1 or 2 targets every 2 or 3 games or something like that. But I think he would have been good with y'all, honestly. Think about now. I mean, I know you had to do what you had to do, but think about if y'all would have had him. He wouldn't have been a detriment. I don't think he'd have been good for y'all.
I just wish his mindset was there. He wasn't buying into what the new regime was doing. He was crying and complaining. So they did what they thought was best for the team. And that's water under the bridge. Hindsight is 2020. I think I got a football with Dotson. I got a football, and the only people that's left on the damn team is Jeremy Reeves and fucking John Bates, but I got Dotson's signature on it. I rock with Jahan. My
Oh,
son
shit.
rock with Jahan. I wanted to see him succeed, man. I hated that he went to Philly. I don't know where he'll be next year, man, but I always root for him. He just didn't work here, bro.
I would love to bring him back, but I don't know if he's gonna get any big money or anything because he hasn't not that much production. But one person that is playing well, we should have kept was Kenneth Gainwell, man. God damn.
Where's he at? What's he doing right? Where's he at?
Pittsburgh balling.
Yeah, he is balling.
So meanwhile, our fucking guy, this guy, what's his name? Shipley, man, is a bitch. Fumbled the ball. That was the guy who fumbled against y'all. Then he acted like he was coming out the end zone, stopped and ran out.
Yeah,
like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, goofy boy shit.
You fuck around, let these motherfuckers steal this game. Fucking around dumb shit like that,
Yeah. I mean, who's your other running back? Y'all got Shipley, but he ain't y'all second, is he?
Nah, big Tank.
Tank Bisbee.
Yeah, actually playing pretty decent right now.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna talk about y'all season, what y'all need at the end because y'all still playing, but another running back to complement Saquon will probably help y'all for sure.
Yeah, because this is probably gonna be his last year coming up. With Saquon, though, I think he took a step forward. Not even because of the defense, just the way he's running the football now. That was like the knock against him. He always looking for the home run. He won't just take what's there. And now you see him kind of just taking what's there. If it's 3, get 3. Don't lose, whatever. Like he juked your boy out. What's that boy? Drozell Newton, whatever his name is.
Yeah, he gave him a concussion. That nigga out with a concussion too.
That play?
Nah, I'm playing, but he is out with a concussion, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, so it's definitely a lot of things. So let's move on to the rest of the NFL, man. It's been it's funny because people try to downplay our wins and say it's Washington. It was just the Raiders, but the Raiders was in a dogfight with I forget what team yesterday. I gotta look at the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
And Cleveland should have probably beat Buffalo.
I was hoping they did.
Me too. I was looking at Shador like, come on, Shador, but they couldn't block for the dude for shit.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a week-to-week league or whatever the case may be. Denver lost yesterday, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yep, to Jacksonville. To Jacksonville, bro.
New England should have lost, probably. Yep. I hate to say should have, but Lamar went out.
Yep.
I hate that because usually, like our game, even if the worst team is losing, usually the better team usually pulls it out at the end. Probably the way that's how you predicted the game to go that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what usually happens. Don't mean it has to happen, but that's what usually happens. And they found a way to win it at the end. So who are you looking at, man, from both conferences right now? It's again, still for me, the Rams. I feel like the Eagles can make it to the NFC Championship game. We just got to keep the level of play high. But who are your favorites now after this week?
This year is a clusterfuck, man. It really is, because even as great as we know the Rams are, they had these games sometimes where they let people stick around and they find ways to lose at the end. I mean, look at what they did against Seattle. Now, Seattle, that's a different ball game because they're division rivalries. You know how the division games go. And I'm still not sold on my man Sam Darnold. So I'll go with the Rams. And my God, the AFC, bro, that's a serious toss-up, man. That's a toss-up. You got if the Chargers can come on strong, then they could be hot. If the Jacksonville starts playing hot, they could beat anybody. I tell you what, I watched that New England game yesterday, and even though Lamar went out, and I think that was a big factor in why they lost that game, and they did get some points put on them, New England got a damn good defense, man. They're tenacious. They go after the ball. They play hard for Mike Vrabel. I like that defense a lot. And Stephon Diggs was a great piece for Drake May. And I know a lot of Commanders fans were crying about, how are we going to get old-ass Stephon Diggs and this and that. Yeah, we had Noah Brown, and he didn't play all year. I'd have rather had Stephon Diggs, bro. And he's a hometown kid. I'm sure he would love to came and played in D.C. with Jayden Daniels, and we never even gave him a look. I think that was criminal, because when you look at what he's doing now, he's helping that team get to a number 1 seed in the playoffs. So although I don't think New England is real yet, when you look at their competition, it's not that steep. They still got to beat them, and they're going to be there, and it's never going to be easy to win in New England in January and February. We've seen that throughout the years, man. Denver, I think, took a step back yesterday. I still love their defense, but they can get had. If you put a gun to my head and make me pick one, bro, damn, man. I want to say the Chargers, but they got 2 broken left left and right
No,
tackles. I really
I
can't even
know.
put them there. Let me tell you who I'd want to see there. I would not mind, as weird as this would be, I wouldn't mind a Jacksonville, Houston Texan AFC Championship game and see what happened from there because I
Wow.
kind of like the teams. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't know. Man. I don't know. I really don't. Give me the okay. Give me the Texans. Give me the Texans. Even though I'm not confident in that, give me the Texans.
Yeah, that's my pick too because I just feel like defense is gonna in the playoff. That shit travels. You can be on the road, in the dome. Your defense come to play. They come to play. You know that's why I'll definitely really go there with them. The Bears should have lost too.
Yeah,
With Jordan Love going out.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I would go with them. I'm trying to look at the schedule. I mean, the standings right now is so tight.
Even with Jordan Love going out, Malik Willis was balling, and look, they had to get an onside kick. They had to get some lucky breaks to come back, and that's why I'm like I said, as much as I hate Nick Sirianni, I'm not mad at the strategy because anything can happen in the league right now. That game was 3 hours after our game, and they came back from 15 with like a minute and a half left. It can happen.
It can happen. It can. Even that kickoff, that onside kick, y'all got the joint, but it was like a penalty or something. That one kick,
right?
You know, so you in this league is you never say like even I always say this the NFC Championship game. I didn't think the game was over until it was like 4 minutes left, and I forgot what it was like one more touchdown or something.
Like that Jordan Shipley touchdown because that's when I knew it was over.
Well, yeah. I thought it was over. Was the interception after that? The Terry interception? I mean,
Quinyon interception was last. I think that happened after everything was said and done. That was like
after that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's over with. You know what I mean? But the nerves, boy, I can't. I'm getting to the point, man. I don't know if I can handle these fucking close ass games no more, man.
My heart was last year, man. My damn left shoulder was getting all tight, and I'm feeling. I'm feeling pain in my arm. What the fuck does this shit mean? My heart's about to explode, nigga. That's what it's about to mean.
So you want your team to just beat somebody, so I can my heart ain't got to bust out my fucking chest.
Yeah.
Right now, Pretty Mimi put the Texans. She put Panthers our first round bye. The Panthers, man, look.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Panthers are a good team.
Yeah.
They're a good team. Chicago is a good team. Did you see Caleb, bro?
You know what? And I can't stand the Chicago Bears. Like Chicago Bears is like the fifth or the fourth NFC or fifth NFC East team to me. Like I really don't like them, but I'm happy for Caleb, man. I've never hated on that brother. I wanted to see him succeed, and I'm happy for him, man. He hears a lot of shit. A lot of these quarterbacks hear a lot of shit, and I'm glad he's balling. That last ball he threw in overtime was a fucking dime. That touchdown pass that he threw to tie up the game toward the end of the fourth quarter, where he's drifting, and throws it up. It was a thing of beauty, man. So I'm happy for that kid, bro.
And I want to say that I want Chicago. I mean, obviously we gotta get out the first round. I'm not taking nothing for granted, but I want to go down to Chicago and beat them boys. We want that get back, especially Chauncey Gardner-Johnson running his mouth. I want him quiet, man. He was running his mouth.
Who y'all looking like y'all? It probably ends up with the third. Who?
San Fran.
Frisco. You gonna watch that game tonight?
Yeah, because it's my first time checking them out. I haven't watched them play.
Yeah,
to see what they got. Again, for us, it's like I think we could beat anybody. I don't think we're the same team as last year. I did like the way the passing game started looking, regardless of the opponent. What I liked about Jalen Hurts, when he's hitting his back foot, that game it was coming out. Far too many times he would hit his back foot and pat. It was coming out. I mean, maybe it was because of the defense. I don't know. We'll see. But it's just like I don't even look at it like that because it's like basketball. You playing the sorriest motherfucker or the best person. The ball ain't got to go in the hoop. You know how that shit is. But once the start going in, you can be playing against Jordan. My shit going in the hoop.
You lighting his ass up. Yep.
Right. So it's just about getting into the rhythm and so we'll see, man. Again, it's hard to go back to back, bro. It's hard to do that. I want us to. But we will see. We got a question from DRZ for you.
Indeed. He says, if JD5 doesn't bounce back next season, who would you rather had, Caleb or 5? Obviously impossible, just theoretically. If I'm being honest, let me be completely honest with you. Going into last year's draft, and I know this might be not be the most popular decision in this chat right now. I like Drake May, bro. I really did. I looked at him. I was like, it's a big ass white boy with a big ass arm. He's durable. You know what I mean? I think he would fit well. Once I start looking at JD5 and I start looking at I really start digging into him and I started realizing this may be an option. I fell in love with the dude, man. So I know it's a theoretical question. I know that if he doesn't bounce back next year, hindsight's 2020. Still give me 5, man. And that doesn't mean that I'm thinking that Caleb is not going to have as a successful career as 5. But give me my boy, man. We got him. He's in here now. I'm deep in with the brother. I love him. I'm riding with 5, bro.
Yeah, and I would go with JD5 too. Take all biases out. I think he's the best quarterback out of those guys. I mean, it's not fair to compare this year because last year, where were they at?
Yeah.
Look where he was. All them other dudes wasn't doing shit. So let's see next year to see how everything, goes. I think they'll all be good. This might turn out being one of the best quarterback drafts since the one Jalen Hurts came out in with Jordan Love and whoever else came out in that draft. But I mean, they got big arms, all of them. But I think who's the smarter one, who's gonna make less mistakes, who can hurt you more is JD5.
Yeah, because of the legs. Nobody got legs like he do. But
right.
I would like to see him mature next year. I like to see him put on some more muscle. Not a lot, because I'm not trying to see him lose his game, but at the same time, I want to see him throwing some more muscle. And I just want to, and I was looking at, now I've had time now because we suck. I kind of went back and looked at his games, and they weren't that bad. I know in hindsight, when you look at the totality of the season now, you looked at all the injuries, you're like, damn, he had a bad year. And he didn't put enough tape on film to say whether or not he had a sophomore slump. If you want to say he had a sophomore slump based off the injuries, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying in general, go ahead and have at it. But when I was looking at his games, I'm looking at some of the balls he threw, and I'm looking at some of the decisions he made. I'm like, man, yeah, he's still there. Now, did he airmail some balls? Did he throw some balls off target? Of course. But then I look at some of the receivers he was going at, and I've said this numerous times on these podcasts, he's a creature of habit. He has to continue. He has to rep. And you getting rep with motherfuckers that work at Walmart, sometimes it's going to look sloppy, man. So I'm not giving up on 5. Looking at what he did this year, albeit a small sample size, the kid threw 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. A couple of interceptions were tipped. It was weird. So I'm not mad at him. I think he'll be just fine. I think that the coaching staff and Adam Peters better implement some talent, put some talent around him. I'm not mad at the offensive line. He needs more skilled players. And then if Cliff Kingsbury is going to be here next year, if he is, cool. If he's not, cool. That's where I'm at with it. Cool either way. If he is there, brother, call the game the way you call it when Mariota's in the game. Don't go out there and put the cape on a kid and make him do every damn thing. You know what I mean? Let him play within the confines of the game. Make sure it's nice and well scripted for him to make the proper reads and do everything. And when he has to put on the cape, then he puts on the cape. But for you to just to throw it on him, you know what I mean, week 1 and just go ahead and throw out him, I think it's a crime. And you better than that. So Cliff needs to make sure he takes care of Jayden a little more too if he's going to be here next year.
Yeah, and that's why I say, like, people don't like this, but 25-20, Jayden right there. Give him a run game. That should be enough. Once he gets the roster the way it's supposed to be, that should be the mentality to win football games. Just don't turn the ball over. Keep them within 20, 25, maybe 30 passes, and run the ball 15 to 20 times, and don't turn the ball over.
Yep.
That's gonna be right there. And have solid defense. Most teams in the NFL can win that way.
Yeah.
When you start turning the ball over, strip sacks, and he's out now because he has to run all these fucking runs and shit like that, and whatever the case may be. It's funny because yesterday I'm like, damn, I guess Lamar's injury prone too. He got hurt yesterday again.
Ain't we been talking about that, bro? It's been something like, and why don't they ever compare Lamar to RG3? Why don't they do that?
Right.
And I don't want them to because I don't think he's RG3 either. But they never do that shit. The people are just weird, man. But now I hope Lamar gets better. But yeah, he ain't been able to stay in either. His back's fucked up now. It's crazy.
Yeah. My man Deontay Lewis. Let's see how Drake May does in the playoffs next year with a first place schedule. Yeah.
Agreed. But see, okay, let me tell you the difference between Drake May and 5 right now. He has a damn good defense. He has an explosive running back. He makes mistakes too. You put pressure on him, he'll give up the rock. He threw some bad balls yesterday. He threw some balls inside that the Baltimore Ravens cornerback should have took to the house. They didn't. That shame on them. You know what I mean? If you hit him in the pocket, he will cough the rock up. So he has his flaws too, and I think they'll be shown a little more. But New England last year, and it's the difference between us. New England went out there last year and spent some money. They wasn't playing around. They spent bread. They got talent in there on the defensive side. They brought some pieces in for them, and we seeing the fruits of that labor. But yeah, first place schedule next year. I don't know what their schedule is looking like, but we'll see what he's made of. I'm rooting for all of them, but I agree with you, bro.
And this is why I'm kind of on. Like, I know you said it wasn't that many players, but you had Milton Williams. I thought you might get him. I could have got Josh Sweat. You know what I'm saying? Imagine Milton Williams and Josh Sweat over there right now on that D line.
Completely different. It's completely different.
Completely different. So it's just like, maybe they didn't want to go there. I don't know. Maybe they had other places and maybe that's the Eagles player saying, "Nah, I ain't fucking with Washington." Maybe it could have been that. Who knows? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Milton. We over here we were saying, it was because of Carter. Nah, he balling.
And he's worth every penny. He broke the bank last year, and he's fucking earning every dime right now. He's balling.
Right. Somebody was saying I might try to go after N'Kobe and Jalen Phillips. I'm like, we ain't letting them go.
Nah, I like N'Kobe, but N'Kobe's biggest enemy is injuries. He can't stay on the field either, man. When he's on the field, he's explosive. But the dude ain't been healthy. In Georgia, he was injured. You know what I mean? So his biggest enemy is injuries. You know what I'm saying? Who I would love to see in Washington is like Kyle Pitts. You know what I mean? He's making some money next year. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a running back in the draft, but they have my brother out of New York. His name is escaping me. Somebody drop it in the chat that wants to leave. We need to I would love to see some free agency pieces put on the offensive side. If there's somebody big on defense that we can take a run at it. And I would love to see ideally that draft solely catered toward the defense if we can. You know what I mean? I want to see a good combination of free agency and drafting involved. And a lot of people said that Adam Peters went all in last year. I disagree because of who we brought in. We brought a lot of 1-year deals in, this or that. If you ask me, I think he was being a little too frugal. You know what I mean? You have the contract situation with Terry that lasted all year. Laramie Tunsil's up for a contract. He deserves a contract. Don't pussyfoot with that contract. If he's in June or July or even in May, and we're talking about a contract with Laramie, I'm gonna be pissed off. Get that shit done. Learn from your mistakes and get all your players in there so that we can have a productive camp and be ready for the season.
B-Mitch
spend some money.
B-Mitch said it. I was listening the other day. He said it. He admitted. He said they went all in. I mean, that's his opinion. I heard B-Mitch said it.
Yeah. It's hard for me to say that when you got all these 1-year players on there. I don't even say New England went all in, but I think they were more aggressive than we were. We just need to be more aggressive when it comes to putting out some money. We got the second, third highest cap next year. If we get rid of Marshawn Lattimore, which we will, it'll be interesting to see what they do with Deron Payne because he's owed some big money. Are they going to restructure? Are they going to let him go? That should be interesting. We need to put some money toward that defensive side, and if whatever big free agents out there, whatever the case may be, I don't give a damn if he's a choir boy or not. I don't give a damn if he's a commander tag or not. I want a brother has a felon or spit on somebody. Give me one of these niggas because they the ones producing on the field. These choir boys ain't doing shit for us. We got these commander tags and all this, man. Fuck these choir boys. Give me some felons in there, bro. We need to win.
Yeah. Like you said, you got to get younger. You got to get younger faster on both sides of the ball. Yeah. How do you feel about Frankie, man? He didn't really do much yesterday.
That's a good question, man.
People saying he ain't been doing much this year.
That's a great question, man. And I agree. What you seen yesterday is what you've pretty much seen throughout the entire season. And it's not and I've heard people use this excuse, but if you want to say injuries and all that, cool. But my thing with Frankie is in the open field, when it's just you and a runner, you missing tackles. You out of place. You off coverage. You're not playing with that aggressive Tasmanian devil type feel that you were doing last year. That aura is gone. And it's almost like you're just another one of the guys. He's, I think, out of guaranteed money too. So we got to see what's going on with Frankie, man. But if you ask me right now, I'd grab another young linebacker. I'd rock with Jordan McGee, and Frankie Louvo and Bobby Wagner will be gone next year.
I seen him play, bro. I'm going to tell you this. This is coaching malpractice. I seen Bobby Wagner on Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I saw that shit too.
I'm like, I mean, he ain't make a play on that play.
Thank God.
I'm like, come on. Yeah, I'm like, come on, man.
And that's not even fair for Bobby. And people will call Bobby trash all day, but what the fuck is he doing? He shouldn't even be on Dallas Goedert, let alone Devontae Smith. You know what I mean? And we need a whole new defensive philosophy in there. That's my main thing right there. Who are you bringing in the D coordinator? And what kind of philosophy are they bringing in this bitch? Because we are going to get healthier. We're going to get some D-line help back. We got to bring some D-line help in. We're going to get that young Trey Amos back. So it's like, all right, are we gonna need a slot corner? Is Mikey going back in the slot? Or are we gonna keep him outside for that's gonna be his career? We'll see. And we need safety help because Quan Martin is not it, brother. Quan Martin is not it. And that honestly, I know it's kind of premature looking at the draft. We'll talk about the draft at the end of the season. Caleb Downs for Ohio State safety. I'm looking at that nigga hard. Pause. We need a game changer on defense. Ooh, what they say? Read that pretty Mimi.
Oh, what do y'all think about Henry Ruggs? He about to get out. I think he played with Jayden Daniels in Alabama. He was elite. Yeah, he's been in prison though, but he is eligible this year, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna get out. He's gonna get another chance. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
he's young. You know what I mean? That year coming out may not be the best, but he still be 27 years old, 28 years old. He gonna hear some shit. Whoever picks him up is gonna have to be ready to hear some shit, kind of like y'all did when y'all picked up Vic. But if whoever can pick him up can deal with that storm, I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, hey Mike, that's Devontae Smith's best friend, so he may take a shot at him. Let him see if he can still run and move. I'm sure he can still run.
Right. Delonte said
if
we were right.
Go ahead,
my bad. Delonte said if we grabbed Caleb Downs, we're going to draft him off the rip. He's a top 10 pick. You're damn right. But guess what? We got like top 6 or 7. So yeah. If he were to fall, I don't know where we're going to fall in the draft. If we stay within that top 10, give me Caleb Downs, bro. Give me Caleb Downs. Give me Caleb Downs. I love Arvell Reese, linebacker / DN hybrid from Ohio State. He's probably going top 4 or 5. Yeah, my pick is with Caleb Downs. I'm looking at some of them receivers. I'm looking at that running back out of Notre Dame, even though a lot of people will probably go crazy if Washington drafted a running back in their first couple of picks, knowing what our defense is. But you don't get a Jamar Gibbs and a Bijan Robinson out of nowhere, and that kid from Notre Dame is one of them. So we'll see, man.
He picked, don't try to need line help.
Defensive line.
Yeah.
Defensive line. I'm not mad at our offensive line. I'm not even mad at the depth. I think we played well yesterday. I think Brandon Coleman got his lunch took a few times, and we see why we brought in Laramie Tunsil, because a lot of Commanders fans were crying about, why we pay all this draft capital for Laramie Tunsil when Brandon Coleman was playing good. Yeah, really, nigga? Okay. Seen why yesterday we paid for Laramie Tunsil. Prime example. But I like the depth. I'm not mad at the offensive line. We can always use more, you know what I mean? But I don't need to put first, second round draft capital on the offensive line. Defensive line, pay me all day. Let's go.
Yeah. That defensive line, I think I played pretty well, yesterday. I like the adjustment that Vic made. Started going 5 down on y'all. He said, y'all motherfuckers ain't running this ball today.
Mm-hmm.
And that made a world of a difference, so yeah, only 2 people to call something was what, Terry and Debo, right? That was it, I think. Oh yeah, and Traylon got that.
Traylon got that catch. Yeah. That was really it, man. That was really it. And then I'm gonna go back to the D line real quick, because Jacob Martin, who I would love to bring back next year as a 3rd or 4th option, because he has a lot of juice. He's out there playing the starting role, which he doesn't belong in, but still got juice. He hits Jalen Hurts yesterday and strips him, and the ball is rolling on the ground for 30 years. Where is his help? No one is around the ball. Jalen said, fuck it, I'll take it back. That's what I'm talking about. If that was a opportunistic defensive line, there would have been somebody there ready to scoop and score that bitch, but we ain't got that. We need that. That
play pissed me off, because I'm like, Mailata, you letting this motherfucker push you back. You are 6'8", 380. Mailata's not playing. That's what I was telling you. He's not playing as good. He pushed him back like he was a bitch.
Yeah.
And he missed the block on Bobby Wagner when Jalen was running. Like, that should have been a nice little game. He hit him with a head fake, and he was just like, come on, man. And that's why the tush push ain't working no more. You see it. Because Cam Jurgens and Dickerson are not getting pushed anymore. They beat up, man. They beat up. So, oh, man. Hopefully, that's what people, they want to know. Should we rest? Should we, play? You got to keep going. You can't rest for 21 days.
Nah, y'all got to play next week and then rest that last one if you're going to do it.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
So yeah, that great show, man. Yeah, I don't think it's anything else to be covered. I did kind of like the Saturday slate. At first I didn't, but obviously after, once you get into it, it's a good little, game. How you feeling about this game coming up with the Cowboys, man? Is it, I don't even want to watch it for real. I am, but like, there's nobody out there.
I don't even want to watch it.
Right.
but I'm going to. What do I think about it? I don't think much about it, man. I don't think much about it. The luster is gone. I'm a supporter of the team. You know what I mean? I've been a season ticket holder for 6 years. I've invested my goddamn life in this team. So the game will be on, but my emotions won't be there. If we're playing, I don't know. What I do know is Marcus Mariota probably won't play. Jalen Lane is now on IR with an ankle injury. Sam Cosmi's now on IR with a concussion. Eddie Goldman's now on IR with a concussion. We're going to be playing a bona fide preseason game. I don't want to win it. At this point, that is a meaningless win. The only thing we would have is, that Dallas didn't sweep us. Yay, woo. Now we got the 11th pick. Fuck that. Let's just at this point, it is what it is, man. I don't have much to say about it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna give her a birthday shout out. Pretty Mimi said, "Hey guys, can I get a birthday shout out? Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, baby! Salute to you. Even though you like fuck ass Eagles, happy birthday."
Damn, what the hell was I getting ready to say? Oh, I'm gonna ask you this. See the last name.
Yeah,
I think it's with these injuries, man. You think guys is checking out, saying, "Fuck it, let me go to Cancun earlier," as they say. Like, fuck it, I'm not playing. Put my.
You talking about on our team or in general?
Yeah, I mean, people say it happens in general. Like, I mean, I hear ex-players talking about that. Like, usually if it was like a playoff year, people will fight through it. But since you know you're not going nowhere, it's like, man, fuck it.
Yeah.
I think, shit, why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You've been battling, you've been beat up all year, you've been tore up all year. This year ain't going where you need to go. Your checks are cashed. Let me go ahead. And I'm not talking about somebody that's healthy. I'm not talking about a Brandon Ayuk situation who's doing 90 miles per hour past his stadium on some weirdo shit. That dude's a fucking weirdo right now. I'm talking about them dudes that are nursing injuries, but can battle it out if we were competing for a division or in the playoffs. If they check it out, I'm not mad at them. And look, Sam Cosmi's in concussion protocol, right? We play on Thursday. You mean to tell me that after 8 days rest, 9 days rest, or whatever, he can't play against Philly? What we put him out there for?
He wasn't there?
Sam Cosmi went out late. He was playing, but he went out late with a concussion.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So it's like those type of players. Yeah, I ain't mad at them for checking out, bro. It's been a long year. I will say check out, but I won't say they quit on the team because I know as much as people has given criticism to Dan Quinn, them players die for him. They ride for him. So, but yeah, I think if you got an ankle injury that could be played through with 2 games left, maybe it's not. So yeah, I do.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, man, great episode. 47 minutes today. We definitely appreciate y'all. We don't get a chance to talk to you guys live before the holidays, Merry Christmas and all that good stuff.
Yes.
Enjoy your family. It's all about family time, being around family, even if you don't celebrate it. You know what I mean? Particularly the holiday aspect of it. Look, it's family time. You know what I mean? So, enjoy that. And this year's over with. You're going into another year. But it's been rough, but we still hanging on, y'all. We appreciate y'all. Everybody who's in here today. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and share the video for us. We out of here. Peace.
Much love. Peace out.